So legends, if you have one of these epic edge water houses from Aquatech, you'll be able to shoot both video and stills while out in the water. However, you will need to make some small adjustments to your menu system and have a little bit of know-how to be able to pull it off. So in this video, I will show you the step-by-step on how to get it working for you with the Canon R5 camera. It'll be similar for most of the Canon mirrorless cameras, and the switch between video and still should still be possible with all brands, but in today's video, we're going to be squarely focusing on the Canon system with the edge housing. Be sure to watch to the end, as you will also need to know how to customize the record button, because without this, you won't be videoing anything. Before I get to the video to stills customization on your R5 camera, I want to make sure that you have actually the ability to see your screen while you're out there with your housing. When the backplate comes over, it switches to the viewfinder, which is fine if you just want to use the viewfinder, but if you prefer to use the screen, then this is how to activate the screen. Okay, so to make sure that you can control the screen and the viewfinder when it's inside the housing, because like I said before, as soon as the backplate comes over the housing, as you can see, anything that obstructs that, it turns off the screen, and some people like using the screen to make setting controls, and I do as well. And so the way we're going to do that is we're going to customize the set button. So the way we do that is we hit info and we bring up the Q menu, and then we go into the Q menu here, and we're going to go to customize buttons. So press the set menu. Okay, so and then we're going to go down to where it says set. So there it is there, and I've already got it done on the screen, but I think the default is something else, so it'll be one of these things by default. So we want to make sure that it's on screen, and we also want to make sure that its video is on screen as well, because you'll need to switch when you're using video and still mode. So make sure that the set button is customized to that. Okay, so now you have control over your screen out there. Now we need to make it so that you can change between video mode and still photo mode while inside the housing. On land, you would normally just push the mode button on top here and then the info button to bring up this option. However, as the water housing covers this mode button, you will need to customize some other buttons in the Q menu. So now we are in the Q menu, and we're going to customize this star button. So the mode button up the top here cannot be pressed while in the housing, because the housing covers that mode button. That's the button we normally activate to get video. So normally you'd go press on the mode button up the top, and then info button to go from, like, that's our still photo mode. And then we press the info again to go back to our video mode. Now, we can't hit the mode button, so what we're going to do is customize this star button here, which we can get access to on our housing, to make that the mode button. So once again, we go into that similar menu, hit the Q menu, and it's customize buttons once again. And we go down and we find the star, and I've already got it set on mode, but by default it's probably set on something else for you. What we want to do is just have it on mode, make sure you've got it on the camera setting, and you go across and make sure mode in the star section is set for the video, because then you'll be able to interchange between them. And as long as that's set, we can now, instead of using our mode to bring up this and change between stills, we can now push the star button, and that with the info can change from video mode back to manual still mode, or you can even go into aperture preferred, shutter speed preferred from there if you want to change it up while you're out there. Okay, now we have to make sure that, because the record button's not accessible, which is normally up the top here, well, now we need to activate the shutter button here or on your pistol grip to work when you're in video mode to start and stop the video. So we go into the menu, we go across to the red menu, and it's across at number 7, and we're going to put shutter button function for movies. So we go down one, we select that, and we want to fully press start and stop for movie. So now when you fully press the shutter button like this, it starts recording. So you don't have to use that top button. So whether you're using your shutters button with your index finger here or on your pistol grip, if you've got a pistol grip for your housing, you'll be starting the stopping video with the press of that button. I am normally focused on stills while I'm out there, but if I do want to quickly shift to video, I make sure that I have my ideal settings ready to go in video. Your shutter speeds, your apertures, your focusing modes will all be separate from what you are doing in your stills mode. So be aware of that and make sure that you set up this before you go out. So now by hitting the star button up here, which when in the housing will be the second one in, then the info button, you can toggle between video and stills, and then when you are in video mode, you now just hit the shutter button to start and stop the video. And now you're all set to go out in the water and get video and still photos in the same session. I have multiple online courses in water and land photography that go in depth. So if you're serious about leveling up your photography skills, links will be below this video, but I'll see you in next week's video. And remember to subscribe if you want more tips on photography, especially in the water.